Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So last week on Instagram I asked you whether you wanted to see a yearly favourites video, and I had a lot of comments saying you would love to see that, and also different suggestions for the sort of things you wanted me to feature in this video. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, it's at Study with Jess, you can go follow me there. But I thought I would film this video today because we only have a couple of days left of 2019 and there have been some fantastic books, resources, podcasts, playlists, just a bunch of different things that I've been loving this year that I really wanted to share, and I would love if you would comment down below your favourite things for each category that I list today. So we have 11 categories and I'm going to go through them one by one, and I hope that you find this video helpful. If you do, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to be subscribed to my channel. But I think that these are some really great things. If you don't use them already, you might like to try them out for 2020. I was going to say 2019 again. It's a habit. I've got to get used to saying 2020 now. Okay, so first category, I was asked what have been my favourite podcasts this year. I have two. I've listened to a bunch of different podcasts, but two really stood out to me. First one is On Purpose by Shetty, and the second one is Expanded by Lacy Phillips. If you have listened to these already, or either one, comment down below and let me know what you think of it. But otherwise, I highly recommend that you check them both out because they are so inspiring and you have all these aha moments. They're so insightful and they're very much grounded in self-development, so completely up my alley. Next category was music. So I have quite a few Spotify playlists that I've been listening to this year. I have a favourite that I discovered while I was in a pottery class. I said to them, what is this playlist? So it's called Sunday Fun Day Brunch Hooray. It's a weird name, but it is so good with like old school kind of jazz music, and I always play it when I'm packing orders for Self Love Club gift boxes. Just gets me into that mood. A pianist, Alexis French, so the playlist is called This Is Alexis French. French spelt like French but with two F's at the start. Moonchild, I've just discovered their music and it's really nice and chilled. Totally stress-free, perfect for the bath. And Lo-Fi Beats. I actually listened to Lo-Fi Beats while getting ready and setting up for this video, so listen to that today as well. If you have any other Spotify playlists, comment down below please. I will check them out, especially as we get into the new year. I need some new music. The third category, I was asked to share my favourite books from 2019. I know I've actually made a video about my favourite books recently, I think it was like a month ago, but I chose my three absolute favourites that I've read this year. First one is Everything is Figureoutable by Marie Forleo. I had the pleasure of hearing her speak this year. I got to meet her, hug her, and she signed this book for me. It's a really, really great read and massive confidence booster. It really gets you into that proactive mindset, and just knowing that no matter the challenge, there is always a solution. There are always steps you can take, actionable steps to get to a positive end result and just feel really in control of your life. So I really recommend that book. Next one, I have done a little review on this already, but Gabrielle Burnstein released a new book called Super Attractor. I bought this from my favourite bookstore while I was in Byron Bay earlier this year, and I love it. Very briefly, it is grounded in spirituality, but it also talks about how to not actually manifest things, but manifest a higher vibration, a higher emotion. So going from the feeling of like hopelessness or helplessness to anger, to contentment, to hope, to love and joy. So I really, I actually don't think that my own explanation of this book can do it justice. I just highly recommend it because she's one of my favourite authors. And the third book I wanted to share was Rise Sister Rise by Rebecca Campbell. I love this book. I've also talked about it in a previous video. It's all about female power and femininity and spirituality, and just, there are so many pages that I have actually folded because I just want to take note of everything. Oh, there's my favourite bookmark. I forgot I put it in this book. I bought this bookmark earlier this year and it says, "Books give a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything" by Plato. I've actually been looking for this for ages. Well, there we go, now I found it. Next category relating to books was my favourite affirmation cards. I have two. The first one are the affirmation cards by Musings from the Moon, which I include in Self Love Club gift boxes. They are so beautiful and the illustrations are gorgeous. And the other one I wanted to share was Power Thoughts by Louise Hay, Power Thought cards. So these ones, basically, the way I use any affirmation deck is I just take the deck daily or whenever I feel like a little bit of guidance and inspiration. I shuffle them and I select one randomly. And I just, yeah, I'm a big fan of affirmation cards. I feel like they really resonate with wherever I am at that point when I choose one. So let me know if you're the same, if you use affirmation cards. I think they're just beautiful. So I had to choose 2 favorites, but if you were in the study, I have about 6 or 7 decks of affirmation cards. I'm a collector. Someone asked me what was my favorite food from 2019. It's not really a food, it's more of a self-care treat kind of snack. It's the Loco Love Chocolate. They're vegan friendly. I think they're refined sugar free. Maybe, I should check that. Again, I stocked them in the Self Love Club gift boxes. Salted caramel, amazing, and the rose ganache, to die for. They are heavenly. I think a lot of people know I'm an absolute tea fanatic, so someone asked me what was my favorite tea from this year. I have 2. Every time I go out for tea or coffee with friends, I always get a chai with almond milk, well, chai latte with almond milk. So my favorite chai to make at home is Chai Walle, and this one's caffeine free. Yay, because I don't drink caffeine. And then the other one is the cacao cinnamon spice, which is so yummy, and it's really light, and there's a little bit of ginger in there, cinnamon. This one's by Mayde Tea. Yeah, it's cacao nibs, cinnamon, ginger, and honeybush. So it's a little bit sweet from the honeybush as well. So this one is stocked in 2 of the Self Love Club gift boxes. But I have had this tea for so long. I used to go to my local cafe and always get Mayde Tea. I used to get the Serenity tea, which is in a couple of the self-love boxes. But then I discovered the cacao cinnamon spice when I was doing all the taste testing to decide which teas to include in the gift boxes, and this is an absolute favorite. This was a really good one that someone sent through. What was my favorite self-care ritual for this year? I have a few. So obviously yoga. I can't believe I'm saying this, I feel so embarrassed. I only just discovered Lush this year when they sent me some of their bath bombs. I love bath bombs so much. I have a bath in the winter like every day. In the summer, not as much because it's sort of too hot to have a bath. But I love having baths with bath bombs and the bubble bars. So good. And then the other thing that I wrote down is actually I love taking myself out for chai tea or a chai latte, and I'll take a book. I won't take my phone. I'll just zone out, switch off, and I feel like that's a really nice self-care ritual to do just once a week. So that's my me time. Another thing I got asked was what was my favorite app for this year. Hands down, it's been Calm. I love using the Calm app for meditation. I have the premium account, so I pay for a yearly membership or subscription, but you can get it for free. You just can't access everything. I love doing the daily Calm meditations. They're like 10 minutes, guided, and really beautiful. At the end, they share a quote and you can share it to Instagram. So if you're following me on Instagram, I usually share the quote from my morning meditation on my stories. Yeah, I've been using that this year. My mum's been using the Calm app. A couple of my other friends use it as well. So definitely try that out and let me know what you think of their guided meditation, because I feel like 10 minutes of meditation a day has a profound positive effect on the mind and your mental health, but it's really not a lot to ask of yourself. So I feel like it's really doable. Favorite quote from 2019? It's got to be the one that I've had pinned to the center of my vision board all year. It's by Edwin Elliot, and he says, "By being yourself, you put something wonderful into the world that wasn't there before." Favorite Instagram accounts? I have many, but I've chosen I think 5 here. So Shetty, To Be Magnetic, which is actually Lacy Phillips who runs the podcast Expanded. Lucy Sheridan, the comparison coach. Love her content and all her quotes that she shares. Musings from the Moon. Jenna Raimondo, she does the affirmation cards and the quote book in Self-Love Club gift boxes. My Self-Love Supply, I'm always reposting their quotes to my stories. Suluka, if you've seen that account with those gorgeous illustrations. And Just because I love home interior design and renovation, I'm also following 3 Birds Renovations, and I love all their posts. Everything looks like the most beautiful space to live in. So if you're looking for any like home inspo, go follow them as well. And because we all love Netflix, I thought I would share my favorite Netflix show or series from this year. And hands down, it had to be The Call to Courage by Brené Brown. If you've watched it, comment down below what you thought of it. And if you haven't watched it, after this video, go and watch it. It's all about vulnerability and human connection and building trust and resiliency and owning yourself and self-love and self-compassion. It is just like me in a nutshell. So if you love Brené Brown, I've actually talked about some of her books in previous videos as well because I love her stuff. I follow her on Instagram, so that's actually another Instagram account to go follow. But I really love her stuff, and she's even my sister and one of our favorite authors. So had to pop that in there. So if you feel like sharing your favorite podcast, apps, playlists, tea, snacks, Instagram accounts, you name it, leave them as comments down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Also go follow me on Instagram at Study with Jess because I post daily there, and I'm also posting some different videos, so go check it out. And otherwise, I'll see you next week with another video. I think it's gonna be the last one for 2019. Unless it's this one. I don't actually know what date that's gonna go up. I think we have one more for December to come. So I'll see you all very soon with another video. Mwah. Bye.